Okay, so last week I did a prediction for the playoffs with the Broncos and the Bills, and I totally called it. So my friends this week were like, Twee, who do you think is gonna win this week? And they told me that Bo had hurt his ankle, so there's a new quarterback for the Broncos. And you guys, I have never seen these cats in my life. I know nothing about football, but I know faces and I know energy. Okay, so this guy here is the new quarterback or the replacement, Jarrett Stidham. I'm probably totally mispronouncing his name. And then this guy here is Drake Maye, and it's with the Patriots. And so I looked up their birth dates, and thank you, Craig, for letting me know who these players are, because I know nothing. So Jarrett, his birthday is August 8th. This is the infinity number. This is a really powerful number and a really powerful day to be born. And this year is experiencing beauty year. It's a reaping rewards year. It's a metal year. But he's ending this and he's moving into an earth year, which is a really powerful earth year. And it is like cocooning where the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. So he's moving into that. So there's this like thin threshold, this portal liminal space that I have to account for. So this guy here, Drake, he is going through his water year and ending his water year and entering his earth year, and it's called building foundations helpers show up. So both of them are going into their earth year. Now, their features, if you look at their features, what do they have in common? Look, they both have this strong jawbone, right? And in my other forecast, I said how that's really important for like athletes and leaders. Okay, so these are people who have strong roots. They can make decisions pretty quickly. And then look at their forehead. Both of their foreheads are kind of the same too. They're shorter foreheads. When you have a shorter forehead, that means you take action faster, okay? And you learn by doing as well, okay? And they're very logical in their hairline. When it's a straight line, that's the wood element, which indicates a logical thinking, okay? And this is also the mother's influence and also the C of yin, how they download information. Eyebrows, very similar as well. Once again, though, his eyebrows are a little bit lighter, his is thicker. However, Drake's eyebrows are longer. And so he actually has more patience than Jarrett. Yeah. Now, their nose are very similar too. You see that? Yeah. So this is both of them. They have really playful noses and a little bit of ambition as well. They've got wonderful smiles and this awesome chin of tenacity as well. Their ears are different though. So his ears stick out a little bit more, and his ears go in a little bit more. So he's actually a better listener. He can make decisions pretty quickly. He can sustain it. They both really think for the sake of the whole and hold a lot of spaces for those people. Their eyes are both kind of almond shaped. However, Drake's eyes have a little bit more of a point, so he's a little bit more fiery. All right. He loves to bring joy to other people, and he is going to be a little bit more thoughtful in his thinking and processing. So, what is my prediction of who is going to win? And not because I want my city to be happy, but I do think that Jarrett will win, or the Broncos will win with his lead, because he is in more of an auspicious year. The water year is very tough, which he's going through. All right, and so it's a little bit slower, and he's also a little bit younger than Jarrett, so the experience-wise. But if you can see both of their faces, there's not a whole lot of experiences in it yet, because they've actually been able to transform it. So they're still working on a lot of their wisdoms, and in the 20s, that is very much the case. Okay, so now, just because I predict something doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It can always go either way. All right, but now this one's gonna be interesting because I'm gonna maybe tell you the amount that they're gonna win. This game here will not be as fun and exciting as the other game, right? It is still going to be a great game, However, I do believe that the Broncos will lead or win by probably about 2 touchdowns, somewhere between 10 to 14 points. I just know a touchdown is like 7 points, and there's 1 extra point that you can do, like for when you do the kickoff or whatever, right? And then you can, anyway, I'm going on a tangent. So I think the range is going to be from 10 to 14 in the points. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if I get this. And if I don't, who cares? Because I know nothing about football. And as long as I call the winning team, right? But if you're betting, you know that even though you call on the winning team, sometimes you don't win that much because it's about the odds, right? But if you can call certain things, then you're more likely to win. This is the case with the Kentucky Derby. I love the Kentucky Derby. Now I'm going on another tangent, and I always place my bets with the Kentucky Derby. But where I lose in the Kentucky Derby is that I like to do all these like side bets, and I don't always get that because that's a whole different element where I can't read their face. So go Broncos, and yeah, may the odds be in your favor.